Hello there, I'm Paul Ray from the official Teen Wolf Wiki, and today we're going behind the scenes to take a look at the writing process of Teen Wolf the movie, and to see how different it will be from the TV show.
Hello?
Hello, Jeff Davis, it's Paul Ray. How are you?
Paul, I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you very much.
Excellent. Nice to talk to you after so long. I know we email here and there, but nice to hear your voice.
1 year ago this week, I was talking to Jeff Davis by phone from Los Angeles. He had just signed a deal to produce 2 new series for Viacom CBS, and the idea of making more Teen Wolf seemed, at the time, to be impossible.
It does not look like it's a possibility anytime soon. So, which I feel terrible saying because I know there are so many fans out there who really want it. And it's all about IP and the business affairs of two companies is really what keeps it from getting made. It's all locked up.
The amazing story of how one Paramount executive single-handed cut through the Gordian knot of intellectual property rights will have to wait for another day. But within a couple of months of that phone interview with Jeff, a deal for a Teen Wolf movie went from being impossible to moving forward on a very fast track. And Jeff Davis found himself once again at the center of the supernatural universe he'd created. In November 2021, Jeff, producer Joe Janier, director Russell Mulcahy, and Teen Wolf writer Will Wallace all gathered at Teen Wolf headquarters in the San Fernando Valley. They were there to begin working out the story. Their goal? Take Teen Wolf to the next level.
The first ideas we all had in sitting down to break this were, what could we do times 10? So with lacrosse, I always knew that I wanted to do a lacrosse game in a stadium full of thousands of people. A lot of it was saying, okay, if it's going to be a movie, if we're going to be a feature film length story, then everything needs to be doubled up. Everything needs to be taken to a higher degree. So I always take inspiration from James Cameron, who took the movie Alien and made it Aliens. And gave you the Queen. So it was a lot of, let's make it bigger. Let's make it as big as possible, but still give it the characters and the feel of Teen Wolf.
And Jeff says bigger also means longer, more violent, and a little bit naughty.
The difference between streaming and just doing a regular TV show it's pretty vast. For one, we were always hampered by the time limit. We had to break things into 6 acts, and they had to be 41 minutes and 30 seconds on the dot. So we were cutting frames here and there to try to get down to time. With this, I'm telling the studio, this is probably going to be a 2-hour and 15-minute movie, maybe 2.5 hours. So it's going to be epic. And they're like, great. The other thing is you get to up the violence. You'll hear characters swearing, which is fun to do. So you get a little bit more freedom and latitude with what you can do.